Morning, everyone. This is Thursday, December 4th, 2025, and very noisy out here. It is current temperature of 0 Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit. Time is 10:15 a.m. I'm at the waterfront. Well, I'm kind of at the waterfront. I'm on Water Street, Upper Water Street. Okay. There's a bus terminal right here. I'm just leaving this area. I was having some issues with my phone. I had to turn it off a couple of times, turn it back on. Finally, I got it working. Everything's okay now. So this technology, like, if I was 20, I'd probably understand all this stuff. But for me, it's a struggle when things go wrong. I don't know what to do. So I called my wife, and she said, turn the whole thing off and then just turn it back on. I tried that and it worked. So now I know what to do. If my phone acts up, turn it off and turn it back on. And that will fix it for me, okay? I was just looking at the forecast here, and it said 100-kilometer winds coming, and there's a big backup out on the highway right now too, with trucks. I don't know what happened up there, but there's a lot of that going on. One degree, that's all it is. I'm glad the wind wasn't blowing, but if you get 100-kilometer wind with 1 degree, 0, it's going to be cold. Right now, there's not a lot of wind right here, but so I'm going to try to get this video done today before any of this horrible weather comes along here. Look what they've been doing in here. But no, they were working on this part last summer. You couldn't walk through here. By next summer, it'll be all open. Look at this. Nice cobblestone sidewalks. And I don't know what's going in the middle. It's going to be really nice. Anyway. Well, I'm not sure where I'm going yet. Just gonna start walking and see where my feet take me. I guess that will be that's all I got to do. Follow my feet where they take me. I don't have anything in mind. Halifax is a small city, like when I've been doing videos here for about four or 5 years now, and I don't think there's a spot in this city I haven't been to. But I'm going to, hopefully on Saturday night, I'm going to come down and do the park and the lights and stuff in the park. All the Christmas lights will be on. So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do on the weekend. Whoops, I got a sidewalk closure up here. I have a sidewalk closure. Work overhead. Well, what I could do, I could go down this walkway right here and come up the other side. Could do that. I think I could do that. Yeah, let's see. Maybe no, maybe not. We'll go this way. Let's just walk down through here. And I might be able to go past that building and then come back up the other side. Anyway, it's something different, right? Well, that's what we'll do. Walk down here and part of the pedway system right there. Well, we're winding our way through the week. Won't be long, it'll be Friday again. Speed fines in work areas. Speed fines double in work areas. Well, this is not a work area, is it? I'm going to walk through here because I don't see any workers. They're down that way. I don't think there's any up here, but there might be. Might be workers up here. We'll see what we have to do to get by here. I'm not really sure what we're going to have to do yet, but we'll see when we get down here. Well, just looking back on the city from here, and this is where the casino is in here and all that. All the workers are all out in the street area. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting rain within the next 2 or 3 hours. And I don't know when that high wind is going to hit. Looking up Cogswell there. Get across here before any more cars come down. And here's the front of the casino. Casino Nova Scotia. I just want to have a look at these ships out here. I might be able to. I doubt if I can get too far in here. I probably got security come and chase me out of here likely. Yeah, I just want to look over there at that one. And there's a few more. We might be able to get down in that area, but since the casino is private property, I probably would get chased out of there likely, so. We'll go this way. I think we'll go down this walkway here. We'll be allowed to go down there. It hasn't got nothing to do with the casino's property. I want to have a look at some of these ships that's in here. And we might be able to get a good look down here, possibly. There we go. Let's get a pretty good look from here. See what's in here. Yeah. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, it's hard to count them all, but there's at least 5 or 6 ships in here. All military. All right, let's continue on. I'm not sure where I'm going yet, but we'll find something to do as we make our way up here. Well, it's a little bit cooler today than it has been, but here we are, we're in December now, so to be expected. I hit something. I hit something. Oh boy, here we go again. I hit something and okay, maybe it'll sit there. I think it's okay now. I think. No, we're still doing it. Oh boy, what is going on here? Sorry folks, I hit a button on my gimbal and I don't know what I did. I have no idea. Alright, I'm going to turn it off and turn it back on. Oh, it's going crazy on me. Bear with me, folks. I'm back. I don't know what I hit, but I hit something that made this. This is a feature that wasn't on my last gimbal. And if I'm not careful what I touch, I set that thing off. And it's a crazy feature. Who would want that on a gimbal? Panning around with your phone. Like I can just turn my phone if I want to see what's beside me. I don't need to push a button on there and have that going back and forth. It's a crazy feature. You don't even need to be there. It's just something to annoy me. It's like, I don't even know what does it. Really, I have no idea what causes that. One of those weird things on here that don't need to be there. Well, that was too bad. It kind of made a little mess in my video there. I might have to dig out one of my old gimbals. They didn't have that feature on it. It wasn't an issue. Oh, I see they're getting ready to put up a crane right there. Right over there. I know they were digging a hole and stuff there. I knew a building was going to go up. But now they're putting up the pieces to the crane. They got a mobile crane there lifting up the crane pieces. So that hole right between those buildings is going to get filled in with a building right there. So we'll have to investigate this. That's all I can say. I'll walk down by there, see what it looks like. There goes another piece of the crane. I was suspecting that that's where it was going to be another building going up, but you never know until you actually see it going up. Oh, I gotta push my button and that way I'll get across here. We got two going up right over behind the church there. One you can see and the other one is behind the church. And now we got one going up right here. Make sure there's no bicycles behind me because this is the bicycle trail here. But it's for everybody. It's for the bikes and walking because we have no sidewalk here. Eventually it'll be across the road, but right now they're working on it, so you can't really walk on the sidewalk over there really. So. Road via McDonald's. 3 minutes. There go, look, they're just putting it into place. And the guys will be bolting it down. It just drops into a spot there and then they gotta bolt it down and make it secure. It doesn't show those signs very good like that. You see them flashing. We don't see it with the naked eye, but when you get your phone on it, you can see the flashing of the lights. I'll put some new poles in there. One new pole anyway. Probably will do that one too. Well, at least I know what to do now when my phone starts to, my gimbal starts acting up like that. Just turn it off and turn it back on. Problem solved. Like everything, they have to reboot it and start it over again if it's acting up in some way. Some kind of an official looking car, Halifax City. The Halifax City workers car. He'd be like a supervisor or something. Yeah, this sidewalk right here will go right down onto the base. So I take it we're not supposed to walk down there. Unless we're supposed to be on the base. I ordered a base commander, CBL back. CBL back. Use of this path is unauthorized. Oh, I guess you can't walk down that way anymore. On the path, use of this path is unauthorized. I ordered a commander. Okay. No. Prevent fires, no fuels or gases. Oh, I think the path was down over the hill there somewhere. I don't think it's this one, because it's the bike trail. Yeah, they would have a sign on this if we weren't supposed to walk down here. It was a path down to onto the military ground. This isn't military ground up here. So they don't want people down on there, no, for good reason. If you don't belong in the military or you're not delivering something there, you got no business being there. So I'm trying to obey the rules here. I'm just gonna find out what is the rule and what's not the rule. And obey the rules. This area here, I haven't come up through here too many times. I've walked on the walkway, but not all the way up through here, or not for a long time. Oh, I see they put a fence up there around this area so nobody could put tents in there and all that kind of stuff. So what do they do? They put them up there. And look at the mess. It looks like a dump. It looks like a garbage dump. Back when I was a kid, the towns all had a dump outside of town where people took their garbage. And that's what that looks like. Looks like the town dump. You don't really see a town dump much now, but back then you did. And they got cords coming from somewhere, electrical cords. Oh, I can see that box sheet there. They're putting electrical cords in there. Oh, well, no doubt the city's going to be after them. Oh, there's the city worker right there. He's probably seen all those cords coming out of here and into that box, and he's trying to find somebody that lives here and tell them, you can't do this. They did put toilets in up here for them. Well, I don't think they want them running extension cords out of their boxes. Well, this brings us right up onto the road by the bridge. Transit signal in effect, okay? Well, we're going to explore some new territory here. I guess why not, right? Okay. I'm going to go probably where I'm not supposed to go. Okay, let's see what it says. Underground walkway, unauthorized entry prohibited. Passage, access. Hey, you're not supposed to go down there on these walkways. But I'd kind of like to explore. You know what I mean? Even though you're not supposed to. I want to explore. I know when I'm supposed to do something. When you do something you're not supposed to do, it's always fun if you get away with it. If you don't get away with it, it's not going to be quite so much fun. I don't think then, but look at the shot you get of the bridge right here. Right underneath the bridge, look at that. Wow. I think that's the one right there. You can't go down. That one right there, yeah. Look at the shot you get of the bridge from here. Wow, that's amazing. That is amazing, the shot you get under the bridge here. Yeah, that looks really good like that. All right, let's go back up the hill. Back up the hill. Hello.
You having fun?
Oh yeah.
That looks fun.
Alright. Let's go up the hill. Go up the hill? Okay. Sounds good. Oh, we can go this way for a ways. Let's go this way. Well, I met a couple of military people, and they gave me the eye, because I know the sign said it's for personnel only. But I had to go down it just for fun. Okay, looking out over the harbor here and right underneath the bridge, McDonald Bridge. Well, I started out walking. I wasn't sure where I was going to go, where I was going to end up, but ended up walking way up here on the sidewalk. Last time I walked on this sidewalk, there was snow on the ground. That was last Friday. And I walked all the way up here, and there was where it had frozen, ice had frozen on the, especially over on that side. It was really bad over there. There's one of the new frigates in the harbor right there. This all belongs to the military, all this land up here and all these buildings belongs to the military. All of that stuff down here is military as well. Unless you're in the military, you don't have any access to that down there. I didn't know where I was going to end up when I started walking. I just started walking, and we'll find something interesting to do, okay? For too long here. Well, I'm happy I didn't have any more trouble with my gimbal acting up here. It's doing good now. Well, the city is really have to spend a lot of time on homeless people. Man, messy. It looks, like I said, it looked like the town dump we used to have in little towns where they didn't have garbage disposal like you do. They used to have a town dump, and they burn it every once in a while. And got too much stuff there, they lighted a fire and burn it. That's how I grew up, in a small village, and we had the town dump quite a little ways from town, and you could just dump your garbage there, and the guy looking after it would burn it every once in a while. And that's what that put me in mind of, that homeless camp there. That looked like the town dump. Anybody who lives in a city like this, you don't have a town dump. But those are little villages out in the country. I don't know if they still do it or not, but that's a part of our history that's no longer used. It could be. There's one day in the summer when we can go down into the military grounds there. And that's because the company my wife works for gets to take part in it's like one day where they have music playing down there and some games and stuff like that. You walk around and she gets to go to that. So because I'm her husband, I get to come. You can bring your spouse with you on that day. So one day of the year we can go down there to the base and spend some time there in the afternoon. Morning, I think it starts in the morning. Which is quite exciting to get access to a place you don't normally get access to. You got that one day you can go down there and enjoy all the stuff. They had great music down there last time. Well, the sidewalk ends on this side right here. This is the ending of the sidewalk. Well, up here I gotta walk across the crosswalk because there's no more sidewalk here. So I have to push a button here to get the sidewalk again to get across here. Well, this one's going to be quite a long video. I had about 15 minutes on it when I had to stop everything and start again. And so I'm already at almost a half an hour on this part of it. Plus there's the other 15 minutes. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we can go. There we go. There we go. Across the street and up over the hill. Devonshire Street. My wife does deliveries in all these areas here. I might run across this today, might not. And there's some steep hills here. In the wintertime, they can be, well, I'm talking about, it's already winter, almost. When the snow's on the ground, we get a snowstorm. It can be really tricky coming down those hills. It's all hills through here. Well, they got a bike trail through here. That's good. There's the 3 stacks over there for the hydroelectricity place. Well, we'll take one of these side streets here. I don't know which one yet, but maybe this one. Maybe we'll take this one right here and go up. see where it goes. I know where to go. They all go up to kind of like Robie Street. We'll take you up there. I think I'll go right up to this one right here, which is K Street. Okay, yes, this will take us right up to Robie Street. Very steep hills. I'm going to get a workout today because I'm walking up all these hills. Did quite a bit of walking already, but now I'm going to walk up these steep hills. We'll see how good a shape I'm in here. If that's Santa Claus, that's a strange looking Santa Claus. Yes, it's a very steep hill. I've been on these streets before, but it's been a while. Like I said, the last time I walked down this hill, there was ice on the sidewalks. It was really hard walking. Kay and Vincent. We'll just keep on going. That was a dead end street. You can walk past it, but you can't drive it. Coastal woodworkers. Architectural commercial. I say these two trucks are together. Coastal equipment. Yep. Controls equipment, not coastal controls equipment there. Now we got it right. Some kind of a strobe light on that building over there. It's a motion sensor camera. Yeah, you have to be in a certain spot and you set that off. Yeah, and I'm going to have to cross the street because the sidewalks are all tore up there. Okay, let's cross the street. United Memorial Church. Apparently, that's the site of a construction for some buildings. So, by the looks of it, the church is going to stay there, and the buildings are going to be around it. That's what it looks like. Okay. Application for Heritage Development Agreement on lands 5350 and 5375, which is that one. Okay, well, they got to build a extra piece on it, but I guess, and then they're going to build something, a house behind it. That's what it is. A house behind it. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, okay. The construction's behind the church. So they don't have to tear the church down, they're just going to build behind the church. Okay. On K Street, it won't be long, it will be on, let's see. Agricola Street. Won't be too long, we'll be on that street. Yes, there's work going on up here too, but I have to walk somewhere, I guess. This is Gottingen Street right here. And I think the next major is Agricola. And then Robie's the next major after that. I can't cross here, so we'll go this way. There we go. On the upper end of Gottingen. Oh, and we're in the Hydrostone area right there. Hydrostone area. But we're not going to do the Hydrostone today because I've shown that a few times already. So, you want to see a really old church that's still operational? Right there. That is a really old church. I got to see what's the date on it. And I think it needs a lot of work. But according to that sign, it's still operational. St. Mark's Anglican Church. Sunday service is 8:30 to 10. December 6th, 10:30 to 12:30. I guess different depends on the day. But that is an old building. We'll see if I can get the date of it somehow. Oh, I see it right there on the sign. 18 something. 18. Get a little bit closer. I might be able to read that over here. Get over here. They're blocking the sidewalk, I think. No, maybe not. The date is 1866 when that church was built. Established 1866. Wow, very nice. Yeah. The St. Mark's Anglican Church, 1866. Well, it sure looks like it goes back that far because it's not in great condition. And I would take it they probably don't have a big crowd because they're having the bingo in there, and that means they're trying to raise money because they don't get enough off of the people that just go there. So a lot of churches are like that today. Some of them are doing live theater in the churches when they're not being used for church to make money. I think that's a great idea because a lot of churches are really great for live theater. It might take a little extra work to get it looking the way you want it to for live theater, but you can still do it in a little bit of work. apparently this is what's going in right here. Going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 stories. Or maybe 8, 7 anyways. 7 I think. Anyways, yeah, that's what's going there. Okay. We're making our way up towards Agricola Street. And then Robie. Well, I'm getting quite a bit of time on this video. I soon gotta sign off, but we'll go. Maybe I'll get over as far as Robie and then sign off. Idleville Street right here. My wife does deliveries in this whole area here. Usually I bump into her somewhere along the way, but maybe today, maybe not. Yeah, let's cross the street here. Sidewalk getting a little crowded up that way. I don't want to freak anybody out here, so we'll cross the street. Nice stair steps right there. Yes, I have to sign off fairly soon here because this is going to be quite a long video. Didn't realize that when I started out, but it's going to be a long video. Not my longest maybe, but close to it. Agricola Street right there coming up where that van went by. That's Agricola. And the next one over is Robie. Yeah, maybe I can get across here soon. There's no crosswalk, so they don't have to stop for me. But I just gotta jaywalk here as soon as it's clear. There we go. There I go, we're gonna cross the street and I can catch my bus right over here. In front of Tim Hortons, which is right over there. I'll catch my bus there and go back downtown and catch my bus down there and probably go home. Since I have my video made, nice long one today. I hope you enjoy the long videos because I don't do them all the time, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I get carried away and they're quite long. Post office, where the mail carriers get their mail and stuff from, right over there where all those trailers are. Apparently, Maritime Ontario has the contract to bring the mail down from Ontario, I guess. So I see a whole bunch of Maritime Ontario trailers parked in there. Would lead me to assume that that's what they are doing. Robie Street, here we are. And I think we'll try to get across the street here if we can. Because the bus shelter is just across the street. Well, just up a little bit, not that much. And hopefully I won't just miss my bus. I missed one, 7A right there. The bus shelter's up here. If I can get a chance to get across, but I might not be able to without going through the corner. But if I get a chance to run across, I will, but it don't look good right now. It's not looking good. Not at all. You get clear one way and there's stuff coming the other way. It is a busy street, so I might have to walk up to the end and cross and come back down. We'll see what it's like by the time I get across from the bus shelter. If there's any chance of running across there. If there is, I might give it a shot. If there's not, then I'll have to abide by the rules if I can't get across, okay? Okay, we'll keep on till I get across. And I guess we'll have to walk to the corner and walk back down. Well, that's a bit calm. If I can get one little break in it, I can run across. Save myself some time. Well, maybe. But I'm not supposed to. The police car is coming up there. He'll give me a ticket for trying to run across there. Well, here we are. He went down in there. I could have run across there. Maybe I'll get to do it yet. We'll see. No, a whole lot of cars coming now. Might as well just walk to the end because I'm not going to be able to get across there. So I'm going to sign off right here, okay? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like. And if you're not yet a subscriber, I'd love it if you just reach over there and push that subscribe button. It means a lot. They all add up. And the channel will grow. It is growing to what it was. When I started out, I didn't have anybody on there. And then it grew from it took me a few months to get up to 500. And now I'm at 1,800 and something. So it's growing. It always takes some more people to sign on there. It'll even grow more, okay? So with that, I hope you're having a really great day. Take care, be safe. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.